enforcement officials to use that technique. It's been declared constitutional, as you know.
Yeah, the Supreme Court has affirmed the constitutionality of stop and frisk. That's in the Terry case. That's exactly right. But we don't do that. The federal government doesn't do patrolling. This is work for patrolling.
I know you don't, but you're one of the country's chief law enforcement officials, maybe the chief, and what you say matters.
Well,
Suppose here's what I'm asking. Let's take Chicago, where we haven't made any inroads in stopping the killing. I mean, Chicago is now the world's largest outdoor shooting range. We know that a lot of the shootings come from gangs. Why wouldn't you want to call the police chief and the mayor in Chicago and say, look, you know who these gang members are. When you have reasonable suspicion under Terry v. Ohio, an objective standard, more than just a hunch, why don't you aggressively stop, question, and frisk these gang members? You'll get guns off the street, you'll get drugs off the street, and you'll get a lot of gang members off the street, and you'll stop people killing each other. Why won't you do that?
Look, the best way for the federal government to stop violent crime is to work at each local level and determine and let the state and locals determine what the best use of their own
Judge,
resources
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I'm trying to get some answers.
I'm sorry.
Why won't you do that? Just tell me why you won't do that. Your opinion matters.
Because there is no one solution fits all that the federal government can suggest to state and local law enforcement. We believe state and local law enforcement knows best as to what to do there. We provide.
It's not working.
We provide our technical expertise. We put lots of resources into joint task forces.
Well, General, is that, I know I've got to shut this down. I've only got 15 seconds. Is that why you're asking in the middle of a raging inflation for 7% more money, $2.63 billion to provide technical technical advice? I mean, we're going backwards here on crime, General. You're the country's chief law enforcement officer, and you won't even answer my question about how you feel about stop, question, and frisk. Why should we give you more money?
I think it's a resource allocation issue for each local police department. I believe that the Justice Department does the best by putting the money that we're asking for is increase in law enforcement that can be assisting the state and locals.
But General, is that what we're supposed to tell the mothers of those kids getting killed in Chicago? You don't understand. It's a resource allocation issue.
No, what you're supposed to tell the mothers in Chicago, and what I told them when I was there, was the Justice Department was there to provide all the resources that this subcommittee will give us to stop violent crime.
But yet
the more resources you can give us.
Stop, question, and frisk.
That is a question for the state and the local, for the state and the local law enforcement.
I didn't go over as much as Manchin did, Madam Chairman.
That's not the standard by which we judge behavior.
Thank you, General.
You're welcome.